and welcome back to Musings of a Middle-Aged Witch. I'm Sashen. I just thought I'd point out for the record that Sashen is not my given name. It's the public craft name that I use whenever I'm talking about things that are religious or spiritual. I use it both personally and online. So if you happen to run across it, it's probably me. I'm usually on LiveJournal, here, or on BeliefNet. Those are my primary places. So if you happen to see it, go ahead and drop by and say hello. I wanted to start out by recommending a book on Wicca. The name of the book is Triumph of the Moon, A History of Modern Pagan Witchcraft by Ronald Hutton. Now this one is a little academic, but it's very solidly researched. It's extensively documented, and it's a really good place to get a firm foundation of what the religion of Wicca is all about. I think it helps you avoid a lot of witchcraft along the way that you're going to run into and a lot of the more commercial books that are out there. I wanted to recommend it for two reasons. One, because it's an excellent book. Ronald Hutton is the professor of religion at the University of Bristol in England, and he is very highly regarded in his field. So I think you're going to get a lot of good information. He goes into a lot of things that are historical as far as the origin, the history, and the evolution of Wicca, all the way from where Gardner started it, a lot of misconceptions about who helped him, such as the extent that Crowley had in the whole thing. And he also touches upon things like the women's movement in the 1960s and 70s here in the United States. So I think you'll really find it worth your while. The second reason that I recommended it is because I've run into a little bit of flack sometimes about recommending it as the very first book for people to read. A lot of times I've heard, well, you know, you shouldn't start people out with that. It's too academic for the beginner. People that are young might not understand it. People that are new to the craft, it might be a little too advanced. Now my point of view is, why? Why should it be advanced is a big problem. I don't think that age or the fact that you are new to the craft means that you're unable to grasp something that's a little deeper than the very basic stuff. And I find that, quite frankly, a little insulting to make an automatic assumption that people can't handle something that's a little deeper and a little more in-depth, advanced, right from the start. I mean, it's going to give you a solid, logical, rational foundation for the religion, and I don't think that's a bad thing. And I've seen a lot of kids that are young, teenagers, young people, that are really, really insightful, and they'll read in-depth stuff just for fun, and they really, really think a lot about what they're going into. I have found people of my generation and older that are really off in sparkly unicorn la-la land, and vice versa. So age and being new to the craft, in my opinion, is not enough to make a judgment call, a blanket judgment call, about whether someone can handle something more academic. We talk a lot about the dumbing down of our school system, and that our kids are being put down to the lowest common denominator. But yet, here in the pagan community, we do that to new people, to newbies, and I just don't understand it. Now, if you go to a book like Triumph of the Moon, and it is a lot more intensive than what you were looking for, ask for something more basic. Not a problem. We're glad to do it. I'm glad to do it. However, I'm not going to insult your intelligence by automatically assuming that you're not going to be able to handle something that's more deep. And I don't know, it just bugs me, when that happens. Now, my responsibility as a priestess personally is to give you a good, well-rounded beginning and understanding of the religion that I follow, if that is what you have asked for. And you, as the person that are looking for information, are responsible for telling me whether or not that meets your needs and is what you wanted. And if it's not, that's fine. I'm happy to recommend other things. But please, in the pagan community, let's not make the automatic judgment call that people are just not able to handle because of age or their newness to the craft. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I just wanted to put that opinion out there, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. This is going to be short and sweet, so I'll see you next time. I'm glad you dropped by, and y'all come back. Talk to you later. Bye.